All right, because the Edomites, the Jews, were still rebelling against Rome during this period. And that was the last outward rebellion, you understand, with the sword. Simon Bar Kokhba from 132 to 135 CE AD. Now, it says Christianity is a direct sense and offshoot of Judaism because Jesus and his immediate followers were Jews living in Palestine, and Jesus was believed by his followers to have fulfilled the Old Testament prophecies of the Messiah. Okay, it says following a trend of proselytization in the Judaism of that period, Christianity was from its beginnings expansionist. All right, so it was about conquering. You follow me? It was about conquering, getting more territory, getting more power, which is the prophecy over in, we read in previous shows in Daniel chapter 11, verse, what is it? When it says, it's over in chapter 11, Daniel, and I'm going to pick it up verse 38, but it says it's talking about Augustus Caesar, okay, who magnified himself above all. But it says, but in his estate he shall honor the God of forces, weaponry, and here's Jesus coming in here now. You understand? And a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stones and pleasant things. Now this is during the time of Constantine. It's done left Augustus. And when you get to verse 39, it says, thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory. See, that's the starting to rise, and from expansionist desires starting to rule. And as we see here in verse 39, and he shall cause them to rule over many and shall divide the land for gain. Cause them to rule over many. Expansionists. This is the rise of Christianity, okay, from the time of Constantine coming on up, okay. Now, so we can see that there. All right. Now, when you go over here again, doing this apocrypha, I'm going to read a little about this apocrypha. It means, it's Greek for hidden things. Anything hidden is not about Yah. Straight out. Okay. Yah does not speak in secret. Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Okay. All the things that are revealed, Yah reveals it through his prophets. His servants, the prophets. He doesn't hide anything. Like it says in Isaiah chapter 51, Yah says, hearken, you understand, all in whose heart, you understand, is Yah's law. Okay? He says, hearken unto me. He says, my righteousness is near. So that means right there, Yah is saying, his word is everywhere. Now, when you take into account this book of remembrance, this so-called Old Testament, King James Authorized Version, 1611, it's translated in over 2,000 languages. It's all over the earth. Y'all did that through Esau, the British East India Company, and the English. Wherever they went, they took this book. They promulgated the New Testament. But Yah had his word on, in this this thing called the Bible, okay, which consists of 2 stories, right? So-called Old, which is the book of remembrance, as we just stated, and the New Testament, as we said in previous shows of this 4-part dispelling of the Christian myth. Okay, what about that word new over in Deuteronomy chapter 32? And what did we just say on the previous show about, you understand, we took out of the New Testament, we read, right, about creating a new creature, a newness. All right, and that's this Christianity that came on after Judaism, like we just read, in the 4th kingdom. Before the 4th kingdom, there was no Christianity. Okay, now all these people who want to say what they want to say is talking about back over there in Genesis and various other spots from Genesis through Malachi in reference to this Jesus, you follow? It doesn't say Jesus. Now you can believe, think, and feel what you want. That doesn't make it true. Okay, that doesn't make it a lie, but it doesn't make it true either. That's just your belief. And whatever's in the mind, subjective and not objective, is just that. It's in the mind, it's not real. Okay? Anything real is what? Mental and physical. Subjective and objective. It's mental and physical. It's tangible. All right? It has nothing to do with belief. It's what you know. Okay? So again, we can see that this apocrypha means hidden. So right there, you understand, that's a red flag. Because anything that's hidden, anything that's secret is not Yah. Okay? Yah doesn't hide. He's not secretive. You follow what I'm saying? The things that he reveals to the people of the earth. And again, what did he say in Isaiah, in Malachi chapter 3? I shall raise up and bring forth my messenger who shall do what? Prepare the way before me. And like we said on previous shows, Yah always raises up one to work through, to bring his word to the people before he does a thing, so that the people will know that it's Yah that's doing it when it takes place, and they won't give credit to their idols and images. Okay? All right, so it says here, the Apocrypha, an appendix to the authorized or King James version of the Old Testament containing the following books. We won't go into that. You know what they are if you know about the Apocrypha. You can look it up because we're under time constraints. But I'm going to drop down here where it says Protestants follow Jewish tradition in treating these books as uncanonical. Okay? For Jewish and Christian works resembling biblical books but not included in the Western of the Hebrew canon, sometimes called Apocrypha, pseudepigrapha. Okay? So that's that there. Now, when you go over here to, we're going to go over here to pseudepigrapha, and it says things falsely ascribed. Okay? Pseudepigrapha. Uncanonical writings of a biblical type, usually of spurious date and authorship. That's why we just read earlier. They don't know when these books were written. They can't give you a date because they didn't give you a date because they were written later. What? They said, what, around 180 BCE, you understand, when the Septuagint was finished? Okay, which introduced this had a line in there about some Jesus. You follow what I'm saying? And then even later, as you keep coming up, you understand, we're going to read something in a second here. You'll see more changes. It's steadily taking place. All right? It says 3 of the best known pseudepigrapha are placed in the Apocrypha, the authorized version of the Bible. Okay? The pseudepigrapha are both Jewish composed. Did you hear that? The pseudepigrapha are both Jewish composed, 200 BCE, okay, to 200 AD. Span of 400 years, all right. Christian, the 50 AD to 400 AD. See, this is when they doing all this writing. This is when they putting all these other things in. You follow me? So from 200 BCE to 400 AD, what, a period of 600 years, they're writing. You follow me? Okay. It says such Jewish writings were composed either in Palestine or by Jewish Hellenistic groups. Okay, now we got another piece here. This is out of the Oxford Bible. That's basically the main purpose of it is for historical value, because they've, you know, done a lot more tampering and tampering with key spots in this Oxford Bible. But you know, for the historical value, it's real good. Okay, and they got some history back here. We're gonna read just a little bit of it. It says Southern Palestine. Okay, Southern Palestine. Okay, that's the land. That's the territory of Yehuda, south of Jerusalem. Southern Palestine came to be known as Idumea. Did you hear that? Southern Palestine became known as Idumea, Esau. Okay, for the Edomites had settled there after the Babylonian conquest, 586 BCE. Isn't that what it says? You follow me? Over in the book of Obadiah, they stood in the crossway, the descendants of Esau, caught our forefathers and handed us over so that we could be removed far from our borders. Huh? It's substantiated in that 137th Psalm by the rivers of Babylon. Okay? We said on previous shows, Nebuchadnezzar came in, burnt the temple down. That's why y'all brought him. That wasn't enough for Esau. When you go in that 137th Psalm down at the bottom, what does it say? Don't forget Edom, who said what? Raise it, even to the foundation there. They will break up the foundation. Get any members of Yah up out of there.